Hello students, Secondary 1 Chemistry. We are in Unit 3. The lesson now is theories of acids and bases. You have studied in the preparatory stage that acids are compounds that dissociate in water giving H plus hydrogen ions, while bases are compounds that gives hydroxide ions. We are now going to continue our lesson about acids and bases here. Acids and bases, according to the first theory, which is called Arrhenius theory. According to Arrhenius theory, acid is a substance that ionizes in water and gives one or more hydrogen ions. Hydrogen ion may be called proton, hydrogen ion, or H plus, or proton. For example, hydrochloric acid dissociates in water to give H plus and Cl minus. Nitric acid HNO3 dissociates in water to give H plus and NO3 minus. Sulfuric acid H2SO4 dissociates in water to give 2H plus and SO4 minus. All acids must give H plus hydrogen ions or protons. This is according to Arrhenius theory, and this hydrogen ion is coming from the acid when it dissociates in water. According to Arrhenius theory, the base is the substance that ionizes or dissociates in water, also in water, giving one or more hydroxide ions, OH minus. For example, sodium hydroxide is a base. Why? Because it dissociates to gives Na plus and OH minus, sodium ions and hydroxide ions. Potassium hydroxide, KOH, dissociates in water to gives potassium ion K plus and OH minus, hydroxide ions. Ammonium hydroxide, NH4OH, dissociates in water to give ammonium ion NH4 plus and OH minus, hydroxide ions. Barium hydroxide, BaOH all 2 dissociates in water to gives barium ion Ba plus plus and 2OH minus. Calcium hydroxide, CaOH all 2 dissociates in water to give Ca plus plus calcium ion and 2OH minus hydroxide ions, and so on. According to the second theory, which is called Lowry-Bronsted theory, the acid is a substance that gives up proton, H plus. H plus, as I said, it's a proton. The substance that gives up H plus is called an acid. It's not necessary to be a dissociation in water. The substance that gives H plus is called an acid, while the substance that accepts H plus is a base. Accepts H plus is a base, gives H plus is an acid. Not necessarily water, not necessarily in water, and no hydroxide ion here as it was in the Arrhenius theory. Gives H plus an acid, accepts H plus is a base. For example, here this is an acid. Why? Because it lost H plus. When Ha loses H plus, it is converted into A minus. So Ha is an acid because it loses H plus. The B is a base. Why? Because, as you see here, this accepts H plus. When you add B H plus to B, to the B capital base, gives BH plus. Okay, and because B accepted H plus to be converted into BH plus, so this is a base. This loses H plus and this gains H plus. Okay, so this is an acid and this is a base. When the acid loses H plus, it is converted into A minus. A minus is called a conjugate base. while this base, when it gains or accepts H plus, it is converted into conjugate acid. Base, conjugate acid. Acid, conjugate base. Okay, what is the conjugate acid? Conjugate acid, this one. The product when the base accepts a proton. When this base accepts a proton, it is changed into conjugate acid. What is a conjugate base? The product when an acid loses a proton. When an acid loses a proton, it is changed into conjugate base. The final theory of for acids and bases is called Lewis theory. According to Lewis theory, the acid is a substance that accepts an electron pair or more. The substance that accepts electron pair or more. While base is the substance that donates an electron pair or more of electrons. For example, this is an acid because this H plus accepted the electrons here of the F minus, so this is an acid. And F minus is a base because it gives the electrons. Okay, this is also the acid, and this is the base. This accepts electron and this gives electron. So this is the acid and this is the base. This is the summary of the three theories: Arrhenius, Lowry, Bronsted, Lewis theory, the three theories here. This is the definition of each one. The substance that ionizes in water and gives one or more H plus, this is an acid according to Arrhenius. The substance that ionizes or dissociates in water and gives one or more hydroxide ions. Lowry, Bronsted theory: the acid is a substance that gives up H plus, while the base is the substance that accepts H plus. According to Lewis, the acid is a substance that accepts electron pair or more. According to Lewis, the base is the substance that donates. Donates means gives an electron pair or more. Thank you for listening and goodbye.